Seton Hall versus Villanova to close out the first round of the Big East tournament. Nova heavily favored in this matchup. 10.10 10 and a half points is the spread here. Seton Hall has had a very disappointing season, 7-24 um record on the year, 2-18 conference record. Um, while Seton Hall, not Seton Hall, while Villanova has a 11-9 conference record on the year, right outside of the top five. Um, yeah,
Right
but
behind Xavier.
yes. Um, yeah. End of the first round. Um, Tariq, what are your thoughts on this matchup?
Um, Seton Hall, like you said, haven't been had a great season. They dealt with some injuries. Charles Jenkins was their leading scorer. He went down. Um, they got a huge win, almost a month at this point, maybe a little less than a month, against UConn, and that was probably the highlight of their season. Um, they struggled to score the ball just because of all the injuries and just all these players having to play different roles. They shoot less than 40% from the floor. They don't shoot it well from three. They shoot 31% from three. They're on a 6 game losing streak. Um, so all signs point to Villanova should win this, but this is March. You never know what could happen. Seton Hall could have one of those games where they come out and everybody plays well, everybody's shooting the ball well. Villanova could come out cold. Um, they could come out disrespecting Seton Hall, not taking them seriously. I don't expect that. I expect Eric Dixon to have another great game. He had 23 um, against them the first time, or 25 against them the first time, and he had 32 against them in their last matchup. Um, so I expect him to have another big performance. Um, I don't think they're going to need a ton from everyone else. I think obviously you want them to step up, but I think Eric Dixon can be um, that dominant that on both sides of the basketball. He can just take over and they end up winning this game. Um, I will say for Seton Hall, Isaiah Coleman and Dylan Adewusu could be the two players that flipped this game for them. They were two keys in the UConn win. Dylan Adewusu was the reason that they ended up winning that game against UConn. Um, so Villanova is definitely still gonna have to come to play because both of those dudes are competitors. Um, but again, the favorites of this game and who you would expect to win is Villanova.
Yeah, I agree, man. I'm looking for a great game out of Eric Dixon as well. Just a crafty guard that can do it all. Um, expecting the
Center,
mass.
is it center or forward?
Oh, forward, my fault. Forward that can do it all. But yeah, I'm expecting Villanova by a wide margin in this game.
Damn.
Yeah, I mean 10 and a half favorites. I mean, I feel like they'll cover that. Maybe Seton Hall tries to cut that down a little bit, but ultimately I do think Villanova advances with no worries.
Yeah, Dixon is the number one scorer in the country, so I don't think Seton Hall has an answer for him.
No.
Um, I think I think Luga Poplar and Jordan Longino, um, I think they are the two X factors for this game, or like the two swing factors for Georgetown. Um, to try to cancel out what Isaiah Coleman and Dylan Adewusu are able to do. And then can Seton Hall get anyone else to step up is the question. Um, that question has been difficult for them to answer over the past couple of months, again, due to injuries and things like that. Um, really, those have been your two consistent guys. Everything else has been just kind of hoping for somebody to step up. Um, but yeah, I think Georgetown runs away with this. Again, this is in New York. Seton Hall is right there in New Jersey. Villanova's right there in Philadelphia. So both teams, both crowds, both fan bases should travel rather well. But I
Oh
would be
yeah.
surprised if Seton Hall's fans are traveling. I'm not gonna say why, but I'd be surprised if they do. Um, Villanova just is just a better team. They shoot the ball a lot better. They shoot the ball at damn near 40% from three. Any team that can do that is going to win a lot of games, and they're going to definitely beat a team that can't shoot the three ball well. So I would ride with Villanova in this game and just take the talent, take the better player on the court. Eric Dixon by far is the best player in this game, and then as a whole, Villanova is the more talented team. So I would ride with Villanova in this game.
Oh, well, there you have it. Villanova Seton Hall. Um, last game of the first round. Um, my fault. Last game of the first round. Make sure you guys stay tuned to the Sleepers Media YouTube channel as we will be breaking down the Big East tournament in its entirety.